Ni no Kuni, I haven't played it yet. Like, I tried it at the first part, but it's an okay series. Of course, the main selling point is Miyazaki art style. First one is kind of like Pokemon, I guess. You collect monsters and you fight with them. Second one is more action based, so probably I'm gonna play the second one. Yeah. God Eater, if you're into Monster Hunter, this is like that. Big monsters, huge HP, and you have to fight them or you die. The main point about this series is that you can customize your God Eater, which is your weapon, with quite a lot of stuff, like bullet type and strength and range and a lot of stuff. 3 is it has the best graphics and gameplay, but I haven't played it yet. I just checked it out. I played 1 and 2. So in the same package. You can get this one. It's inside. You can get both of them. Story-wise, I guess it's okay. Concept is nice, but that's it. Cutscenes, not a lot of them. Wasn't a big fan of the series, but if you're into Monster Hunter style of games, you can, and the anime at the same time, you can give it a try. If you're not, just play Monster Hunter World or something like that. Yes, as I mentioned, Sword Art Alicization, not so much, and the new one as well, not so much. Dot Hack series, good. Good, but it's actually might be a bit outdated now because they were one of the first to do the virtual world and online stuff gaming. But it has a lot of good details, like you can see websites and forums and FAQs. It's fun. It has a lot of details you can see, and people talking about fan art inside the game. It has a lot of details, and this is not just one game. This is 4 games. Yeah, this is 4 games. Yeah, so 3 ones were old from the old PS games. Fourth one is a new game actually. Yeah, so if I remember right, I played first 2 games, I think, or 3, something like that. Overall, it's fine. It's fine, but there are better stuff to do as well. But value for money, it's a good. You get 4 games for this price. It's World Seeker, not good. Maybe if you're a very, very, very One Piece fan, but otherwise, no. It's not good. Tales of Vesperia, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of it. I dropped it somewhere in the middle. It's a good game, but just I didn't like the gameplay that much. I prefer the 3D one. Yeah. Story-wise is interesting. Characters are fine. Some main characters are nice, and a couple of other characters are fine. But yeah, it's a Tales game. Yeah, some are better than others. But people say this is the best one. But yeah, I'd say not for me. Katamari, nice game. Not exactly anime, but it's close, very close to anime. You roll stuff, you keep rolling, whatever you hit, it makes your ball bigger, and it's fun. It's a very casual game. It's fun game. You should check it and give it a try. Yeah. I don't know why they're not including a video here, but yeah. Basically, you just keep rolling, you get this stuff, and it gets bigger, and it becomes huge. It's kind of, you want to control the world, I guess, or something like that, if I remember right. Yeah, that was a fun casual game. This area, probably one of the worst Tales games, but it's still fine. Still don't like what they did with the main girl. They changed it with another main girl, but yeah, still good game. In my opinion, like, not the best one, not the best, like, probably my least favorite from the ones that I played, but still a good game, I think. Yeah. Naruto, I would say, if you have played the old Storm ones, 3 and 4, it's fine, don't get the new one unless you're into Boruto. My Boku no Academia games, very bad, I would say don't play them. Armored Core, so this is not anime, but you have to play this game, it's mecha, best mecha game ever. Yeah. You really need to do this. It's like, it even has like, you can customize it, you can make your own Gundam or whatever mecha you want. Yeah, still slightly stuck, but yeah. Yeah, very good game. It's a long series, but I haven't played the old ones, but this one was a great one. You get a lot of weapons, you get a lot of customizations. You can be a tank, you can be a very light mecha. You have a lot of weapons, rockets, lasers, plasma, machine guns, miniguns, explosions, as you can see. A lot of different boosters, a lot of customization. You can even import some of your decals and stuff like that to put it on your mecha. And you can share your mecha with others with code. But like, you have to be on the same console or with the other people you're sharing it with. That's a slightly annoying part about that. But yeah, great game. Great mecha game. If you're into mecha, you have to do yourself a favor, play this game. Yeah, what was to mention? Atelier, yes, okay. If you're into football and Captain Tsubasa, this one is fine, but there are better football games, and I'm not gonna mention them. One Punch Man, Boku no Hero Academia, Arena Fighters are usually not good games. Like, even now, like, they're making a Jujutsu Kaisen one. It looks nice, same as the Demon Slayer one, so they are one of the better ones. But still, I would say only get them if you're a fan of the series. Otherwise, no, probably not. You look into Little Academia. No. Actually, a Little Academia, if you're a fan, it's kind of casual. I'm not gonna mention ones that I haven't tried or I'm not very sure about. But I did finish One Piece Burning Blood, and I would recommend against it, actually. It's a fighter game, but it wasn't good. Dark Souls, as I mentioned, if you haven't played the series, give it a try. You can start with 3, it's easiest there, probably, yeah. And it's most modern, so it's nice. And Elden Ring, of course. And maybe if you're into open world, do Elden Ring instead. Yeah. And so if you're into Naruto, as I mentioned, Storm 3 and 4. If you already have one of them, they're good enough. Don't need to get the latest one. Yeah, so here back to Persona. So if you played Persona 5, you should get Strikers. It's a sequel. It's actually a sequel to Persona 5, not Persona 5 Royal, so it's slightly different. Because this, like, they made this game in Japan first, and before it came, like, there became Royal. And yeah, this is based on the ending of 5. It has all the nice menus, all the nice style, nice story, visual menus, visual style, music, everything is Persona. But the difference here is that the gameplay is actually action, not turn-based. But everything else about it feels like Persona game. I guess yeah, they also removed the dating stuff. So I would say those would be the main differences. But you can still change your personas. You have you can do all the normal stuff. Fun game. Enjoyed it. Yeah. But yeah, play Persona 5 first, or Persona 5 Royal at least, because it starts with like you already know the characters and it continues from there. If you're into rhythm games, Hatsune Miku, you probably know her already, so this is a good game, a rhythm game. It's a bit on the simpler side, but it's nice, fun. This is a good sale for it. I think probably the best one so far. It doesn't get a very big sales, unfortunately. And you probably will need extra sound pack as well. Yeah, it depends on what you want. But yeah, it's I would say maybe if you're not exactly into Hatsune Miku, maybe you can check Muse Dash first, because it has a lot more collabs and a lot more songs. But otherwise you can get this as well. But Muse Dash with the DLC, it's a better value in my opinion. But this is good as well. I already mentioned the Dragon Balls. Senran Kagura. Yeah, okay, so if you're into fan service, this series has a lot of it. This guy series, if you're into tactical games, this is a good series. It's also usually funny. First one was probably my favorite, I think. It's a good series. Usually it's not very serious, it's funny, like there is a main story that's supposed to be serious, but a lot of fun stuff happen. Characters are funny usually. And it's so it's here tactical strategy game. So you have it's basically a grid, and you just move your characters, attack, use abilities and stuff like that. But in the later games you can also throw people, and they added some mechanics, and there are some stuff that affects the tiles and all that good stuff. But the main appeal, in my opinion, is the comedy. And if you're a completionist, you can also have a lot. You have multiple modes. You can get a lot of items. You can upgrade everything. You can maximize a lot of stuff. You can maximize your damage 9999, stuff like that. Your level, your stats. You can create your own units, of course, with classes, and you can make classes from classes. It's very detailed, and it has a huge. It's a huge time sink if you're into that stuff. But if you're casual, you can just play the story mode, and it's funny and it's fun. Which is what I do. Good series. So if you play one of them, I would say one was my favorite. On PC currently they have most of them, but not all. Like they are missing 3, and I think there was another one in the middle. I haven't played 6 and 7 yet. They turned into a 3D model kind of game, which I'm not a big fan of. But 7 at least looks nice, I think. The samurai one. Trail series, if you're into a lot of board building and you have a lot of time, you can get into that series. So you can start by Trails of Cold Steel. But if you don't have a lot of time, I would say stay away. It's a huge series. Like people say it's worth your time investment, but it's up to you. If like how much you spend your time. It's a huge series, like a lot of games. Yeah, it's also a very slow game. So I played Cold Steel, and it takes a lot of time to get into where real stuff starts happening. It's keeps building the world, tells about the characters, about the city and stuff like that, what's happening, which is nice actually, but it's very slow. Yeah, if you have time, you can get into it. If not, I would say you can skip that.